The goal of SpaceX is to land the first humans on Mars by 2024. Mars is at its closest 55 million miles away. So to get there, SpaceX needs to make better rockets than humans have ever made before. This is the evolution of SpaceX rockets. The first rocket SpaceX ever made was the Falcon 1. Named after the Millennium Falcon of Star Wars. This 21-meter-tall rocket had to prove SpaceX could develop a rocket to orbit around the Earth, and everything went just as planned. Well, not exactly. After 3 failures, the Falcon 1 finally succeeded. In total, there were 5 launches. The cost per launch was $6.7 million. After that came the first version of the Falcon 9. The Falcon 9 was 48 meters tall. The rocket was also a lot stronger, with over 10 times more thrust power in the first stage. In total, there were 5 launches. The cost was between $54 and $60 million per launch. In 2013 came version 1.1. This rocket was 68 meters tall. The rocket's mass also increased a lot due to 60% longer fuel tanks. The payload capability to low Earth orbit rose from 10,500 kilograms to 13,200 kilograms. The Falcon 9 version 1.1 was launched 15 times. The cost per launch was between $57 and $61 million. In 2015, a better version of the Falcon 9 came, the Falcon 9 Full Thrust. The rocket is 71 meters tall and made history in the space industry, the first ever reusable rocket made by SpaceX. This considerably reduces the cost of launching a rocket. SpaceX kept improving the Falcon 9 Full Thrust with different versions from Block 1 to Block 5. Block 5 could carry up to 22,800 kilograms to the low Earth orbit and could also reach Mars with a payload of 4,000 kilograms. The first and second stage engines were improved and have much more thrust. The Falcon 9 Full Thrust was launched 60 times. The cost per launch was $62 million in 2016, but eventually SpaceX reduced the cost to $50 million in 2018. Next was the Falcon Heavy in 2018. The height of the rocket stayed the same, but 2 additional first-stage side boosters were added. This almost doubled the total thrust for the first stage. The Falcon Heavy can carry up to 63,800 kilograms to low Earth orbit or 16,800 kilograms to Mars. The first Falcon Heavy carried a Tesla Roadster that is still floating in space, and the second launch returned all 3 boosters successfully to Earth. Although the Falcon Heavy could easily carry humans to space, SpaceX decided it will not. In total, there were 3 launches. The cost per launch was $150 million or $90 million for a reusable rocket. SpaceX is currently developing an even bigger and better rocket, the Starship, also known as the Big Fucking Rocket, and for good reason. The rocket stands 118 meters tall. It is estimated the Starship can carry a payload of 100,000 kilograms to low Earth orbit, making it by far the most powerful rocket that has ever been built. The Starship will be a fully reusable transportation system designed to carry both crew and cargo to Earth orbit, the Moon, and Mars. SpaceX has an ambitious mission for Starship to build a sustainable Mars colony before the year 2050. The first Starship is planned to be launched as early as March 2020. Please subscribe for more animations and let me know what evolution of would you like to see next.